What was supposed to be Henry Cavill's triumphant new franchise may now be in jeopardy. The Highlander reboot, already plagued by controversies, boycotts, and fan outrage, is now facing the most devastating rumor yet, outright cancellation. Hello viewers, welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. According to multiple industry insiders, studio executives are seriously reconsidering the project after a series of disastrous headlines and escalating backlash. From hype to headache. When Cavill was first announced as the new Connor MacLeod, the news sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Fans of the fantasy epic were cautiously optimistic, and Cavill's proven history in franchises like Superman and The Witcher made him appear like the perfect fit. But months later, the atmosphere around the reboot has soured dramatically. First came reports of on-set accidents and tension with co-stars. Then rumors of Cavill's diva behavior began to spread, with some tabloids accusing him of clashing with directors over creative control. Add in the fan boycott sparked by his controversial comments, and suddenly the once celebrated casting has become a nightmare. A Hollywood producer summed it up bluntly. This project was supposed to relaunch Highlander as a billion-dollar franchise. Instead, it's toxic. Every headline is a scandal, and executives are panicking. Studio executives in crisis talks. According to insiders, executives have already held multiple emergency meetings to determine the future of the film. While canceling outright would mean massive financial losses, the studio has already poured millions into production. They fear releasing it in its current state could be even worse. Right now, the brand is radioactive, one source revealed. If the studio moves forward, they risk box office disaster. Cancellation may actually be the safer option. Whispers suggest that alternate plans are being floated, including shelving the project temporarily, reshooting with a different lead, or even transforming it into a streaming-only release to avoid theatrical embarrassment. The Cavill factor. At the center of the chaos is Henry Cavill himself. Once hailed as Hollywood's gentleman nerd, Cavill is now under more scrutiny than ever before. His decision to leave The Witcher already fractured his fanbase, and now his handling of Highlander appears to have worsened matters. One critic claimed, Cavill isn't box office gold anymore. He's box office poison. Studios are realizing he may not be worth the risk. That's a brutal assessment for an actor who only a few years ago seemed poised to dominate Hollywood's fantasy and superhero genres. Fan reactions, outrage and fear. For longtime Highlander fans, the idea of cancellation has sparked mixed emotions. Some are relieved, believing Cavill's version would have disrespected the original legacy. One viral post read, "Better no Highlander than a terrible Highlander. Cancel it now." Others, however, feel betrayed. After years of waiting for the reboot, the prospect of losing it altogether has left fans furious at both Cavill and the studio. Another trending comment said, "They hyped us up, wasted our time, and now they're pulling the plug? Disgraceful. Financial nightmares." Behind the drama lies a cold reality. Money. With budgets rumored to exceed $150 million, scrapping the film would be a devastating financial hit. Studios have canceled expensive projects before, Batgirl, anyone, but Highlander's scale makes the decision even riskier. Analysts warn that even if the film is finished, controversy could tank its box office potential. Between the boycott, the scandals, and the negative press, it's hard to see this movie breaking even, one expert explained. Cavill's career on the line. Perhaps the most alarming consequence of this cancellation talk is what it means for Cavill's career. After being ousted as Superman and leaving The Witcher, Highlander was his big shot at reclaiming his leading man status. If the film collapses, Cavill may struggle to land another major franchise role. Industry whispers already suggest that other studios are taking notice of the chaos. Henry's becoming a liability, one executive allegedly remarked. Nobody wants their $200 million project turning into a circus. Could there be a miracle? Despite the doom and gloom, not everyone believes Highlander is dead. Cavill's most loyal fans argue the scandal is exaggerated by tabloids, and that audiences will still turn out once the trailer drops. Some industry watchers also note that Hollywood loves a comeback story. If Cavill can spin the narrative, the film could still surprise at the box office. But for now, the possibility of outright cancellation looms large. With studio executives reportedly divided, the fate of Highlander hangs by a thread. Conclusion: Henry Cavill's Highlander was supposed to be an epic rebirth of a cult classic franchise. Instead, it has become a cautionary tale of Hollywood hype spiraling into disaster. With boycotts raging, scandals multiplying, and executives in full-blown crisis mode, the unthinkable may now be inevitable. Highlander could be cancelled before it even sees the light of day. If that happens, it won't just be the end of a movie. It could be the end of Henry Cavill's reputation as one of Hollywood's most bankable stars.
Cavill was born in Jersey, the largest and southernmost of the Channel Islands, which are dependent territories of the British Crown and are located off the coast of Normandy, France. He is the fourth of 5 sons of Marianne Cavill, née Dalgliesh, a secretary, and Colin Cavill, a stockbroker. The family lived in St. Helier, where Henry Cavill grew up playing computer games with his brothers. At age 13, he left Jersey to attend the Stowe School, a boarding school in Buckinghamshire, England. At Stowe, Cavill developed an interest in acting and participated in school productions, including Grease, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Tom Stoppard's Dog's Hamlet. At age 16, he and his classmates had the opportunity to be extras in the movie Proof of Life, 2000, starring Russell Crowe. While on set, Cavill introduced himself to the recent Oscar winner, who encouraged him to pursue acting professionally. Cavill soon landed a role in Vendetta, 2001, followed by another in Kevin Reynolds' big-screen adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo, 2002. For the part of Albert Mandego, Cavill, who has said that he was teased for being overweight as a kid, was encouraged to lose several pounds. In addition, Cavill had guest roles in a number of British television shows as well as supporting parts in the coming-of-age film I Capture the Castle, 2003, and an adaptation of the Celtic romance Tristan plus Isolde, 2006. During this period, Cavill auditioned for several iconic roles, including Superman and James Bond, which ultimately went to Brandon Routh in Superman Returns and Daniel Craig in Casino Royale, both 2006, respectively. Those setbacks led him to consider following in the footsteps of 2 of his elder brothers and joining the armed forces. In 2007, however, Cavill garnered his first leading role in The Tudors, a cable series following the exploits of Henry VIII, played by Irish actor Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Cavill portrayed Charles Brandon, a loyal courtier to the king. The series helped